Mm. Doors locked. Mm. Beautiful day outside. Beautiful day outside. Gotta enjoy the beautiful things, man. What up? Good morning. Salutations. All that good stuff. Coming early morning vibes, riding through the neighborhood on my electric. I want to come in and talk about a little bit of life this morning. A little bit of life this morning, man. I want to talk about getting older versus getting wiser and whether we understand and overstand the difference, man. We all know the one thing we can't fight is father time. You're gonna age numerically. You're gonna age. But what's the difference between getting older and getting wiser? You feel me? Getting older versus getting wiser. What up, though? If you come in here and say what up, what up, what up? Just gonna talk about life, riding through early morning vibes, riding through my neighborhood on a scooter. Just gonna talk about getting older versus getting wiser. You think everybody realizes the difference? Or is there no difference? Is it the same? What y'all think? Same thing, or they two separate things? They one and the same, or they two separate things? I personally think they're two separate things. I tend to think getting older is something that everybody's gonna go through. It's gonna happen. You can't stop it. There's nothing you can do to alter it. The timeline is going. Every second that goes by, you are getting older. That does not mean that you're getting wiser. Wisdom comes when knowledge and experience combine together. Knowledge and experience manifest wisdom. You feel me? Knowledge and experience manifest wisdom. Getting older is just the age thing. Time, the time crunch that nobody can get around. But you can be old as hell and be an old ass dummy. I know a lot of old ass dummies. Yeah. And I ain't talking about on my Baltimore shit. I ain't talking about on some, you know what I mean, in a good way, dummy. I'm talking about ignorant. I'm talking about no wisdom. I know a lot of people, a lot of older people that's supposed to be elders. They supposed to be elders in the community. You feel me? But they dumb as shit. They not elders. They're just older. They have no wisdom. They have nothing to give you. They have no knowledge to give you. They have no discernment. You feel me? They ain't got none of that shit. They have lived their life on cruise control, never self-evaluating, never having no sort of self-awareness, never wanting to do better or get better. None of that. And because of this, they're old dummies. They haven't evolved at all. You feel me? Those people have just gotten older. When you live your life without checking on yourself mentally, internally, when you live your life like that, he's done talking at me. When you live your life without making changes internally, without trying to grow, you're just aging. You're not getting wisdom. You're not getting knowledge. You ain't got nothing to give nobody. When all life, when all self, no, all self, excuse me, when everything fails in life financially, if you can pass on wisdom to your kids, you done gave them more than money. If you don't make it financially in life, but you're able to give your kids wisdom, you giving them more than money could ever give them. If you an old dummy, you can't get nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? What up? What up? Who that in there? Nico. What up, Nico? I'm just talking about life. The difference between getting older versus gaining wisdom as you age. Two different points of views. You got an old dummy and you got an elder. As we going through life, as you get 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, you should have acquired experience. You should have acquired knowledge. You should have been through a lot of self-studying, a lot of self-evaluation, trying to grow spiritually, intellectually. Good morning, sir. Spiritually, intellectually. You feel me? You should have tried things in life and failed. You should have tried things in life and succeeded. But if you've been stagnant your whole life, if you like Genuine, the same OG, not him personally, but that song, you remember that song? Same OG. You ain't supposed to be the same OG. Every year, you should have been through more experiences, more life, more wisdom, more knowledge, and you should be a little bit different than you was last year. Your focus got to be a little bit more different. You should love life a little bit more, have a little bit more to pass on every year, every day. Shit, we're supposed to be learning every day, right? You're supposed to be learning something every day. I think society has painted this picture for us where everything's about being young, youth, youth, youth. I agree with that spiritually, right? You want a young spirit, you want to be able to be vibrant, but intellectually, maturity, you know what I'm saying? The way you think, the counsel you give, the discernment you have, that should have some age on it. That should have some wisdom on it. You feel me? That shit should have some wisdom on it, man. If you're coming through here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Check out some of my content. I'd appreciate it. Don't cost you nothing. It's free. It's free to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Don't cost you nothing. If you don't like the content, you ain't gotta watch it no more. Or you can unsubscribe. In the mornings, I'm just riding around talking for real. My content on my page, you'll see reaction videos, you'll see skits. I might start putting the music back on there. We'll see. But when I'm in the morning just vibing, catching the vibe, just got done working out, just talk about life, reflecting on life. You feel me? I know it ain't the ideal IRL. I ain't on a yacht, you know what I'm saying? I ain't sitting here popping bottles with 20 bad joints on IG. You feel me? I ain't on here slinging dope all day. I'm just vibing, man, before I gotta work. You feel me? Before I gotta go to work. But I'm noticing a lot of younger people are not understanding that getting older is a good thing. It's a good thing, especially if you garner wisdom. You don't want to be an old fool. You know what I'm saying? But if you're older and you've lived life and you've experienced things and you got jewels to pass on, that's a great thing. And surviving is also a great thing, one in itself, because we know people checking out every day. Shit, a lot of people didn't wake up this morning. You feel me? A lot of people went to bed last night and ain't wake up this morning. You can see right here. I farts, I poops, I leave. Oh my God, you trolling already? Hey, you mad at you. Hey man, we can't be so serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? And I like a good joke. You feel me? Farts, I poops, I leave. I feel it. This conversation ain't for everybody. What up, family? What up, Hondo in the building? I'm over here just talking about life, bro. Talking about life, man. Talking about getting older versus getting wiser and the difference between the two. You got a lot of old dummies out here. You know what I'm saying? A lot of old dummies with no wisdom to pass on. People have literally lived their lives and they're over 30 years old and have not accumulated wisdom and knowledge of any sort, have no jewels to pass on. And they think it's okay to be the same as they was when they was 15, 16, 21. You ever meet somebody that tell you, I'm the same? I ain't changed. I ain't changed. That's a bad thing if you ain't never changed up. Why do you think it's a good thing to never change up? Now, the things that should change, right? Sorting out your morals and your principles, becoming a better person. All that's gonna be changing. Because the decisions you made when you was 18, hopefully life, by the time you hit 30, you've learned a lot of lessons in life. You feel me? And you fixed a lot of issues within yourself. So you have changed. You are a better person. Some of y'all become worse people than you was. You know what I'm saying? And that's not always something you can help because we understand life happens, trauma happens. You feel me? If I fall off this bike or this scooter. But when you're going through trauma, you know, getting the help you need, getting the therapy you need, which is something that's taboo in the black community. We don't like to go to therapy. We was always taught what happens in this house stays in this house. We was always taught to conceal your drama. Everything gonna be okay. Don't complain. Get it done. You feel me? We was taught all the wrong shit. Nah, something's wrong. You need to understand something's wrong. You need to seek the proper help. You feel me? Mental health is running rampant. Mental health is a big reason why it's not a lot of older wise people out here. Some of us got so much trauma from things that happened to us growing up that we never got checked out. We never got help for. We never seek the resolution on, and we just buried that shit. It's made us to have a lack of emotional intelligence. I was just having this conversation with my bro earlier. A lot of us got a lack of emotional intelligence, a lack of understanding. You know, we just at a point where we just coasting through life, doing a bare minimum. We only get one life here, man. Can't afford to do bare minimum shit. Go big or go home. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gotta look at it. Go big. Dream big. That comes with wisdom though, right? When you get older, you start realizing that time gonna happen regardless. When you're young, you think you got forever. You know what I'm saying? When you're young, you think you got forever. As you get older, you understand that forever, forever is a lie in itself. Ain't no forever. You got a limited amount of time to do shit, make shit happen. You feel me? And we should be passing on knowledge and wisdom as we can to the younger ones, man. We should be simple, bro. If you make my scooter fall, bro, yeah, my dog's not the smartest. Love him to death. He's not as far as smartest. As far as our poops, our leaves. Yeah, social media messed these younger folks up. I agree. Social media definitely has uh, given you a highlight reel of people's life instead of the journey. You feel me? Social media has given you highlights of people's lives, and y'all think it's the real life. You think it's the day to day because they tell you it's the day to day, even though it's a highlight. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Simba, come over here, bro. You about to knock my scooter over. Come here. Come here, bro. Come here, bro. There you go. Yeah. They see the highlights, bro, and they think that's life, man. Nah, that ain't life. Life got ups and downs. Life is not just about being on yachts with pretty women, drinking liquor and smoking weed and get you feel me and turning up and dancing. That's nah, man. That life is ups and downs, heartache and pain. You know what I'm saying? It's a balance. It's a season for everything. That's Ecclesiastes 3. You know what I'm saying? A time for love and hate, war and peace, happiness and joy. You know what I'm saying? Happiness and sadness. You know what I mean? Like it's a time for everything. Not to say you're not supposed to do all those because you are, but life takes us through a roller coaster, man. And y'all is stuck on just living your life as turnt as possible. And you're not gonna collect no wisdom that way that you can pass on. Again, I said earlier, if you make it through life and you don't make it through the financial goals you wanted, if you could at least pass on wisdom to your children, you've done them the greatest service. Because within your wisdom gonna come a moral compass, principles, you know what I'm saying, understanding, knowledge, life lessons, and so on and so forth. You feel me? Social media. I mean, it's gotten away from its intended purpose. Once you add money into something, bro, you already know how that go. Once you add the ability to make some bread, Oh yeah, shit finna change. Shit finna change. The whole do it for the gram lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Do it for the gram. Do it for the gram. Man, yeah, man. I just wanted to come through and have a word this morning. Have a word this morning. They're young. We did the same thing in our 20s. One out of every 10 will listen to our wisdom in today's world. That's facts. Facts. And I ain't looking down on the young folks. I get it. Shit, like you said, like Hanzo just said, we did the same things. We did the same shit. We didn't listen. Well, we some of us didn't listen at all. Some of us didn't listen, right? Some of us it was in one ear out the other. Some of us put it in the back of our minds, and other people listened. I did a mixture of all three. I did a mixture of all three, but I also didn't have a father figure, my father specifically, to sit me down and teach me life lessons. You feel me? That's what I do with my son. I sit him down and teach him life lessons. I give him all the wisdom I have, things that I've learned, things that I've done, experiences I had. I give him everything, good or bad. Give him everything. So as I'm getting old, I'm getting wiser. So I'm on the right path. I hope y'all on the right path too, man. I'm gonna jump off here. I just wanted to come here and talk real quick for a little bit. Ain't nobody really on here. I appreciate those that stopped in. If you stopped in, like, comment, subscribe, man. But there wasn't any cameras recording our shenanigans. We always stay on the low in our moves. Nowadays, everybody sees what you do in this IRL world. That's facts. That's facts. Also because we weren't doing it to be seen, right? We weren't doing it so that people could hit like, comment, and subscribe. We was doing the stuff because we were just living life. Now people are intentionally setting up events to express life that aren't real for them. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I know what I'm trying to say. If living a lifestyle that we never even, what I'm saying, never even lived before or did before. Now, they'll fake it till they make it. You just think about going to the club and popping bottles and you ain't got no money. You in the VIP section popping all these bottles and you know damn well you living at home with your mama. You living in your basement, bro. Come on, man. You can't afford popping bottles in the club. You priority all shit. But it's a lot of people do that. It's a lot of niggas out here that'll be in the club, J's on their feet, you know what I'm saying? Grilling their mouth, chains on, but live at home with their mother and ain't even got a car. Ain't even got a whip, but got a section. That's crazy work. You ain't got a whip, bro, but you got a section. You ain't got a crib, bro. You and your homeboy, and you 30 plus. You ain't got shit to show for yourself for real. That's because wisdom wasn't given to him. If it was given to him, it wasn't given to him the right way, or they just disregarded it altogether. You know what I mean? If you come through here, man, check out some of my content on here. It isn't about this stuff. I'm just venting for this early morning. I'm just spitting some knowledge. You got to give some positivity in the world. You feel me? My content reaction skits. But yeah, man, I'm about to get up off here. I'm about to grab something to eat, make some eggs. I'm on this little meal regiment. Make meal one, and then I gotta work my 9 to 5 until I can feel me. Hey man, so till next time, man. I love everybody, man. Love yourself, love others, man. Do what you can to be great. Peace.